Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back again, not showing my face in this video because I want to give you guys a better look at this piece I'm going to be showing you guys, and it is the Chanel compact card holder, or they call it the O case. They call all their card holders the O case, but you know, to go into specifics, this here is the like a card holder, but I use this strictly as mostly like a wallet because it can hold quite a lot. As you can see, it is very thick compared to like my compared to my Hermes Bastia coin purse here. You can see that this here is like 3 times the width of this piece. So it does hold a lot. I'll show you what I have in here. So I have all these, all my cards in here. I'm not going to go into specifics, but this is basically how I set up my, this is basically how I set this up. So this here, I have a few cards here, a few cards on this panel, and then on the back of this panel I have some more, and then in the back here I have some more cards here. And then just kind of like, I just stuff like a receipt and some cash in here, just because I didn't have enough time to actually put all my receipts and my cash in my Hermes Bastia coin pouch here. And that's basically how I use this. I use this to hold my coins, paper cash, and or my bills and my receipts. So that's what I put in here, but I didn't have enough time, so I just stuffed it all in here like so. And it's kind of hard to put it in. It's basically because this piece is still very new, and the patent leather is very strong, very sturdy, stronger than like I think than like regular leather here, because this has the plastic glazed coating over it. So, and also I find that the type of leather, this is a very smooth calfskin leather in here that Chanel uses, is very tough. It's basically the calf leather that the Chanel Le Bois use, and I know that because I have a Le Bois, so it's basically like the same flat leather. And I really like this piece. However, as you can see kind of the cards bulging from like the little gussets here. So you can see a little bit bulging there, a little bit bulging there, but that's just the nature of it. It doesn't matter what card holder you have, they're all going to have that. But when you open it, you don't really see it very often or very much. And yeah, so, you know, this holds quite a lot of stuff. I'm not going to show you my cards because it has like important documentation on it, but I can tell you that this can definitely fit. Let's see how many cards. I have so many cards in here. That's why it's kind of bulging. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 cards I can fit in here. So I have like 19 cards in here. This is how thick 19 cards are like in here. And then plus I have like some extra papers in here. I have my receipts, I have coupons in here, I have my bill in here. So this wallet really does fit a lot. And then it also does have this little pocket in the front here, so you can put like your important business cards or whatever. I just have this coupon receipt or something from Sally's, and I really love this wallet. It's a lifesaver. Oh, and also comes with a back pocket. So, you know, I usually put my Metro card in here for public transit because I don't have a car, and I don't, you know, I don't like driving in the city anyways, so I usually just take public transit here. And it's a great little wallet. I wouldn't recommend putting this into like a Chanel walk or anything because it's very narrow. So anything with a very narrow, like basically anything that's that's like 1 or 2 inches wide in depth for a small bag. I don't recommend this because this is practically 1.5 inches in length, so, or in depth, so you're gonna really, so this will take up a lot of depth space, but this will take up, this does fit really nicely inside like little larger smaller bags, like for example my Louis Vuitton Alma BB here. So this is basically how much space it takes inside. So you can see lots and lots of space left inside the bag here. So I believe this Alma BB is like 4 inches in depth. So anything I recommend that's 2 inches in depth or more, this will definitely fit inside. But if you have the card holders that is basically like this, but it's there's no flap here and it's straight across, and there's no actual like extra panel in here. And the other ones, it just comes in like that, so there's no extra large panel here, and the gussets aren't as big. So yeah, those are definitely smaller. This is definitely wider. So yeah, because the other ones, the smaller ones, basically look like this, whereas this one, it has an extra panel, so it's a little bit larger. So this gives you a lot more card space to hold. And the button is really nice. I don't feel that like when I'm, you know, buttoning and unbuttoning it, that this button here is pulling the leather. Whereas like real leather, I do sometimes find that it does that. Like for example, my Hermes Bastia, when I open and close it, I feel like the leather is being tugged every time I pull the flap up. Whereas this, not so much, because this metal CC logo here kind of reinforces you not to, you know, pull the top flap too much, and it kind of gives, because I don't know, the patent leather is very strong and it's very poofy, so it really, like, when something is sewn into the patent leather, it's there forever. It won't come out. It's very strong. The glazing is also kind of sticky, so that's probably the reason why, or the reason why it helps it from not, you know, sticking or raising or pulling the leather. And the interior here, this flap here is basically the same calfskin leather, smooth calfskin leather, and in hot stamped Chanel here. And on the other side here, this is where the made in stamp is. It says made in Spain. This is my actual second piece that's made in Spain. The other piece that was made in Spain is my Chanel Walk, and you know, I have no problems with the made in Spain, with my made in Spain pieces here, because I don't know, I think the quality from Spain is actually really nice. You know, to be honest with you, I don't see much of a difference between made in Italy and made in Spain. They're both really puffy quilting, very amazing, good what's it called, quality. I don't really have much experience from made in France items, because I don't have any made in France Chanel items. But the made in Italy and made in Spain ones are really great. They're really exceptional. Wear and tear on this. Now, I do have little problems with the stitching. Not so much the leather itself. It is the stitching, where the stitching itself gets pretty dark, as you can see. It's dark because when it's in my bag, it's rubbing up against other SLGs, and the little stitching itself is getting rubbed on. And just in general, because like the stitching is actual like fabric, it will stain a little bit easier than the leather. The patent leather you can easily just wipe off, but with the stitching, not so much, unless you grab like a really like narrow pen or something and you try to color it over. I don't know how you would clean that, but as you can see, yeah, the stitching itself got a little bit dirty there, but the backing here has kept its so the actual leather has no wear and tear, no color transfer. However, this is what really pains me, and that is that I had a pen in my handbag and it kind of made a little dot here. I don't know if you could see, but it made like a kind of like a dark dot pen mark here. It's not really noticeable. I don't know if you could see that, but it's not picking up on camera, but it in real life, like I could totally see it because I'm so OCD with my pieces, especially my Chanel pieces. This is like the first thing I see when I see this wallet. So if you are getting a like a patent piece and you are really and you are known to cause a lot of color transfer and whatnot, or just sometimes kind of careless with the stuff that's inside your handbag, because some things can explode in your handbag, like for example like hand cream or something. I don't recommend like getting light colored, basically any light colored piece, but more specifically patent, because you can't get anything off a patent. Once it's on the patent, it's there forever. Unless like you somehow try to persuade Chanel to reglaze your wallet, but Chanel will not reglaze or recolor your wallet at all, unless there is like a stitching coming undone, because you can pretty much cut off the stitching and redo it, but not so much the actual leather itself. I don't have very many scratches on the actual little CC clasp here. It's kept really clean. Actually, this doesn't really get scratched as often. I guess it's because I don't know, it just doesn't. This is the most raised part of the piece. It's more raised than this top part of the flap here, so as you could see there. And on camera it's kind of showing up as orange. It does have orange undertones, but it is more of like a pink. It's a coral pink. This color is from the 2016 Cruise collection, the Seoul Korea collection that Chanel showcased like I think last year or something. And yeah, I absolutely love this piece. I try my best not to use this on a daily basis because I don't want to like overkill it, but I do use this a lot in my red and pink bags, and definitely in my Chanel Jumbo because they kind of go together. But yeah, so that's basically it. That is my review on this little piece. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Is this on your wish list or your next wish list, and you just want to know a little bit more about this? I don't have the item code for this because I'm not at my house right now, but Chanel, this style with the double paneling, I do see it a lot more often in store than I do with just the single panel where it's just strictly with one panel like this. And these go really fast. Every time I go in the Chanel store, I always see, or I hardly ever see them, or when I do, this is like the only ones that they can sell are the ones on display. This one here was on display, and I was kind of worried that the quality wouldn't be there because it's been touched and used by so many people, but my sales associate at the time, she told me that they just put this out there because these things go like hotcakes. These things really do sell out pretty fast, especially because they're pink, because Chanel pink is what Chanel is really known for as well. And pink is basically like a unicorn. Every time you go into the Chanel boutique, it's going to be really hard to find a pink piece in general. Handbags, jewelry, SLGs, and other stuff like that. So yeah, and yeah guys, so that's basically it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you have any more questions about this piece, please let me know in the comments below, and I will get back to you guys. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.